So you've probably been asking yourself, where you been? You know, I mean, you've probably been asking, like, where have I been? Been busy. I had family come down, and then one week Felix wasn't feeling too hot. I think he had like a stomach bug or something, and then, well, there you can see, it just rains every day. So I can't ride right now. Riding's out of the picture because it rains like every 6 minutes unexpectedly. I will have a special video. I will hop on the bike this week because I have an awesome video I'm going to do. And I'm going to show someone how you're supposed to do something certain. And I'll let you know as the video goes on. For right now, I'm on my way to Felix's. Have no fear, this is part 4 of the GY6 air ride powder coat madness build. I don't know. I just want to get this thing rolling. I want to get it done. And then on to the next one. Alright, so we'll be pulling up there shortly, and we'll start it when I get there. We're here. We're at Felix's. Now, in case you had forgot, we are working on this GY6 171 swap. Air ride, disc brake, rear disc, I'll say. Powder coat madness. So this is where we left off because we haven't done anything new. You can see it's all still on there. We have a different caliper on there, and we have a different rotor just in case, but now with the caliper tight, it's at least moving. I feel like it's still rubbing a little bit, so we might try a different rotor on there just to see if it makes a difference or not, but that's at least a lot better. So I've been saying it for like the last 3 videos. I want a roller. We're gonna have a roller today. I might jinx myself, but we're gonna have a roller today.
No, he's not.
There's a bug right there. And then we're gonna start going on with the wiring, getting everything taken care of with this, try to get situated, run it back here. And it looks like we might make a little bit of progress today, because I think all the grinding, knock on wood, has been done. And again, Felix, as always.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. That guy's been grinding more than anybody. He's the grinder. That's gonna be his nickname. All right, so time for the time lapse.
Get her done.
The moment you've all been waiting for. No, the bike's not running. But that rear wheel is on. boy. That powder is so thick that the wheel is not perfectly straight. We'll have to figure out more when we ride it. We might feel a little wobble. If that's the case, then that's something the powder guy's gonna have to deal with. But right now, we finally got it on there, and it is actually a roller. I'm gonna go through. I had ran stuff differently for the wires before. I'm gonna change that. I'm not liking how it is. I was just playing around with it. There's gonna be a lot of extra stuff going on, but we have a roller. So we can take the little jack off. Jack off.
It's freaking jack off.
We have these bolted on here, and we're just gonna go ahead and Loctite these. Make sure this is in there good, not going anywhere, and then you can rest it on its kickstand and get it on its own.
And then we're done.
Then we're done. We're sending it back,
Yeah, we're done.
just like that. We are making some progress. Oh, easy. Fix that, huh? Alright. So we're making some progress. We have the wheel on. Sorry. We have the wheel on. We have everything Loctited down. I'm up front working on the electrical. Felix is just wrenching the town back here. I'll show you what he's been up to. He's running the fuel line up to the carb. He's got the carb all set with the cable. He's got all that dialed in. He did the direct ignition coil. Got in there with the holder. Right now what he's running into is, well, I'll let him explain it with the fuel line here. He doesn't want to put a 90 in it.
Yeah, I didn't want to put a 90 on there. I'm sorry. I'm in a zone over here, guys. With my petroleum jelly assembly lube.
I don't know how he got that.
I don't know. I got it from someone's idea. But decided to run it around the chipped up compressor, up and over. But eventually I'm going to come back and I'm going to tap M6 and clamp it down here so it's nice and clean. And then it's safely away from the motor here.
Pause.
Alexa, pause.
Right, sorry about that, guys.
Sorry about that.
So what he said he's doing is
I'm gonna actually tap and clamp it down here, and it's gonna run up and over and be nice and safe from the compressor.
He was worried about it if he ran it this way. It'd be one, too much of a bend, and two, it'd be too close to that. And with how hot it gets, he's trying to risk. You don't want to heat with fuel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rather preventative maintenance.
Preventative maintenance. We have the CVT all tightened up. Rear wheel you saw was on in that last section there. That's all buttoned up. Felix went on ahead and put the Yoshi pipe on. Now that thing is going to be sitting on the header when he's aired out completely. So actually it might just clear a little bit depending on how he's parking it.
Yeah.
We have to get a different bolt because this one is not long enough to fit through. Even though the nut is on the back here, it's maybe on by 2 threads.
Yeah.
So, he left the screen in there. Spark screen. We usually like to remove those, but I don't think we'll be able to get this bolt out to get that out of there.
I'm gonna see another guy.
And then up front here, I'm just kind of moving around the wires. Got the horn buttoned up, the ignition in. The brake switches are both done. CDI and rectifier are in. He cut all the wires for the left control, so I'm gonna have to go through and figure out what each one is. And then I'm gonna wire up the push button start next. The turn signals and everything I'm gonna leave to the side. We are gonna do it, but it's gonna be in the battery box, so I'll worry about that later. I put the blinker flasher relay right here, and then I'll probably end up putting the clear box right here as well next to it. Just try to clean it up. There's so many wires with everything we're doing that it's gonna be kind of difficult, but I'm trying to just not get overwhelmed by it and figure it out piece by piece. Just figure I'd give you guys a little heads up where we are. Right now Felix is doing the fuel filter. He's fighting it.
Oh, it's tight. Again, that's another thing. They didn't tape up on the fuel pump, so we're hoping that that works after we get all this done. And if not, we're going to be putting a new fuel pump in there. We're going to stay positive there. And the tank will be next.
So I was mentioning earlier about I'm going to have another video probably later this week, I'm hoping. Felix might be in it as well, or Kev, one or the other, but we're going to settle the debate of GY6 versus Grom. Now I know you saw Monasi's video that he just put out. If you haven't, you can go ahead and watch it. He's racing a Grom. But he wasn't tucking.
Tuck, baby.
He wasn't tucking. I know he looks like he leaned forward a little bit, but you gotta tuck. The Grom guy, he knew what was up. He was tucked. I could see it. He was tucked. But what do you gotta do, Felix?
You gotta tuck.
You gotta tuck, man. Alright, so I'm gonna race the Grom. The Grom has a power commander, a Brock's exhaust, K&N intake, and then just a bunch of like bolt-on aesthetics. Nothing else performance-wise. Me, I have a 150 with a carb and the like variator, dry phase weights, stuff like that. So
He knows how to tuck.
I know how to tuck. So we're gonna see how it does from a dig, from a roll, kind of like do the same deal. This way you get a good. Try and take the W home, man. Felix hugging that gas tank. He loves his fuel.
It's just, I want it done.
I want it done. We want this out of here, man.
I want to enjoy it.
He wants his garage back. Alright, so that is where we're at right now. I'll get back to you with a little bit more in a few moments. Well, that is ending today. Nothing really changed since the last clip. I know I said I was going to update you something new, but we decided to call it. I got hungry. I had to get home. Felix, I think he still might be working on it. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm sorry for the delay in videos. Weather, family stuff, all types of things happen to pause it. We'll have another one again this week that we're doing. I'm going back over there, and we're going to try to just knock out as much as we can. We want this thing to be running probably by the end of the week. At least try to start up. So we have a lot ahead of us. Also, there's a new channel that I need you guys to check out. You might have came from his channel. You might not have. ZOSH. ZOSH. Check out his channel. He's building a 49cc Ruckus, still keeping the original Honda Ruckus 49cc motor. And he's just doing all the performance stuff, and they just do all the aesthetics to it, stretch it out, and he's just going to do it step by step. So you get to see the build up from the ground up, from what it is right now. It's basically like any used bike you'd find on Craigslist. You know, there's mismatched parts on it, there's things that fit, there's screws that aren't supposed to be in there that are in there. So it's going to be an awesome build series. Be sure to check him out. It's ZOSH, ZOSH. Check out his channel. Otherwise, again, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I notice a lot of you are watching my videos and not subscribing. It doesn't hurt. If you don't like it, you can just push it to the side. You don't have to watch my videos, I promise. Alright, have a good night, guys.